Today I'm going to be speaking about internalized sexism and my understanding of it based off peer-reviewed articles and books such as Life of the Party or My Body by Emily Ratajkowski. It's a bestseller. She's a supermodel, and I don't know why I said that. And anyway, so internalized sexism is it encourages a man or a woman to unconsciously reproduce or hold sexist views towards their same gender or themselves. It's usually with a woman, but anyway, so it increases feelings of inferiority and self-doubt, and obviously we don't want that. We also don't want the mental health issues that come along with this. So you can see it shows major depressive episodes and then just general depressive and mental health issues, and the females are in green, males in blue, so obviously females are affected more, and that's why I'm going to be focusing on them today. And then another thing is self-objectification goes hand in hand with internalized sexism, and it's associated with hazardous alcohol use, so I'll touch on that a little more too. So boys, why should you still care even though I'm focusing on women? Well, there's probably at least a woman in your life, a girlfriend, a mom, a daughter, whatever. But if you don't care about that, you should at least care. Maybe you'll care because from a profitability or productivity standpoint, the economy, whatever. So here's some statistics and of why environments that are internalized sexism free are better. So how do we stop reinforcing the idea that femininity is lesser than masculinity? Well, number one, let's stop labeling feminism as negative. So I lost my train of thought. Being a feminist doesn't mean you're a man-hater, and it doesn't mean you have to fit the stereotypical feminist thing, idea. You can be sexy and you can be a raging feminist. Those two can live together in one, as Alexandra Cooper says in her episode with this author. And you can see said author, who identifies as a feminist, is sexy. Proves my point. And I say all of this because the research does suggest feminist identity is associated with less internalized sexism. I mean, duh. But also, don't scrutinize women. Elle Woods, very intelligent woman, is scrutinized repeatedly by both women and males. And if she wasn't as strong as she would, she may not have been able to come back from it, but she is able to, and she's called names like dumb blonde, attention whore, pick me, but we know that that's not what she is. And she gets into Harvard, she wins court cases, she's awesome and doesn't deserve any of that. Further, let's not pit women against women. Vivian and Elle Woods, at the beginning of the movie, are having a lot of competition, but by the end, when they decide to support each other, we see positive outcomes. Another thing is the whole not like other girls idea. So this is really interesting to me, if you you want to be one of the boys, and it's literally the definition of internalized sexism to me. You disregard all the femininity traits and everything, and I think, okay, a good example of this is the cool girl monologue in Gone Girl. It's cool girl is hot, cool girl is game, cool girl is fun, cool girl never gets mad at her man, and it's internalized sexism. So moving forward. Also, this also can go hand in hand with the cool girls thing, because you're supposed to be all these things that like be one of the boys and all, but also have a hot body. Don't objectify yourself. Don't do that. So, self-objectification is when individuals treat themselves as objects to be viewed and evaluated based upon appearance, and like obviously it's most common with women. So, sorry, my slides got messed up. So this is also like an increasing problem right now because of social media. And I mean, I can definitely speak for this. Literally, the first time I was asked for nudes, I was 12 years old. And so being sexualized from such a young age can play into why, like, to be honest, I've kind of always thought of myself as an object. And like reading all this stuff made me realize that. And I mean, as Margaret Atwood of Handmaid's Tale puts it, you are a woman with a man inside watching a woman. You are your own voyeur. And if you're appealing to the male gaze, or even if you're not, like, it's so hard to know, okay, because so it keeps you occupied in the gym, plastic surgeon, salon, whatnot. But then again, are you doing this for a man, or are you doing it for yourself? It's really confusing, and then it makes you feel less empowered while you're ultimately also being profited off of. So it's like so much going on. And also, all of this can explain part of the reason why, probably, I went to Wilderness at 17 for eating disorder and substance abuse issues. Or also why, when I'm graduating, after 4 years of just wanting to be like the cool girl and also objectifying myself and drinking a lot, I'm literally I have no job or anything. I'm just basically going to Utah to dry out. So, learn from me. So, a little bit more of a counter. Women who gained their power from beauty were indebted to the men whose desire granted them that power in the first place. Those men were the ones in control, not the women the world fawned over. And I love this quote by her. And I also think it's cool because I've seen how people treat me differently when I do different things with my appearance, and it shows how people can be really shallow, and I'd rather know that someone's shallow and not treating me well than think everyone's like, oh, super nice and stuff, because of my, like, because I was capitalizing on my body. And because, I mean, like, studies do show pretty privilege is real, and it's hard, like, it's shitty, but yeah, it's true. But honestly, like, at the end of the day, our internal qualities are always gonna be so much better and more important. And also, another book that's cool is that Luke Winslow, politics and comm professor, suggested, is Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. She used to be the chief operating officer of Facebook, and she just kind of focuses on how women should believe in themselves and how it'll benefit the workplace. And, like, this is way over time.